Working on yourself is a myth. It's not real, bro. It doesn't exist. There's no such fucking thing as working on yourself. Stop. You're in a trap. You're in a mental prison. Stop it. If you're working on yourself, stop. Go outside. Here's why. To work on yourself means to define or label yourself as something that is wrong, broken, that needs to be worked on or fixed. By the way, like, how do any of us know what, like, being right as a human being? It's like, we don't know why we're here. Do you think ants or grasshoppers or anything else defines itself as like, oh, I need to work on myself? No, you're just a person. You don't know why you're here. You don't know why you do the things that you do. So stop trying to figure it out, because of course that's gonna leave you fucking miserable. And here's the alternative perspective. What if being stuck in that box is a very important part to your journey and to your growth? Because when you're labeling yourself as something that's being worked on, you're stuck in a box, and that box becomes a loop of, I'm trying to get outside of this box, but I'm working on myself, and it's just constant. Maybe you need to be stuck there for long enough, and then the box just sort of disintegrates. A personal example. I went through a period of my life where I was very interested in pursuing relationships with people that seemed disinterested or gave me the cold shoulder. Now, is this because of childhood trauma? Is this because of my Myers-Briggs? Is this because of, whatever the fuck? Sure, maybe. You can have whatever reason you think of why I did that. But I did it. That was the fact of the matter. And because I was doing all this self-help, I would look up, like, why do I do this? Why do I do this? And this is what the internet would tell me. First of all, diagnosed me with relationship obsessive compulsive disorder, which you're not on the hoods of Reddit till you're on r/ROCD. Till you're diagnosing... I'm not even going to go there. Then it said you have disorganized attachment style. It said, take this quiz. Yeah, you have disorganized attachment. If you pay us $10, we will give you the solution to your problem. And yeah, that's the thing. It's trying to sell you something. Business 101. Anyone who's taken Business 101, what is the part about business? You define the consumer's problem, and then you sell them the solution. And that is what a lot of the internet is doing covertly. People were trying to sell me the solution to this problem, and not even the internet, like, even philosophers that I love, like, even fucking reading Be Here Now by Ram Dass, where he's like, oh, this is the cure. It's like, that's his cure, and he's projecting that onto you. And we are all our own human beings that are going to reach a understanding and learn a lesson in our own way. So stop listening to people who are telling you, I've been there, I can fix it for you, because they're not you. You're all a unique person. No one told me the truth of the matter, which is that sometimes you just have to trust yourself. Even when you have some pattern of making the same habitual mistake, and and you're recognizing, like, wait, this seems like my pattern, I'm doing it again. Sometimes if you feel like doing it again, then you gotta do it again, because clearly, babes, you haven't learned the lesson yet. But this era where I was working on myself, where I was reading philosophy fucking 24 hours a day, listening to lectures all about self-help, and trying to journaling, waking up every morning journaling, self-discovery, that was a period of deep mistrust within myself. It was only through finally cutting this bullshit out of my life and trusting what I actually wanted, even if it was maybe something where I was like, this is kind of unhealthy, or I've done something like this before, and, like, I know I shouldn't. It was only through repeating those mistakes that I finally learned. And when I talk about learning and understanding, I don't mean anything mentally. I can't explain to you what lesson I learned in plain English. I can't think my way through what I want to do in a situation. I feel it. So let me go back to my example about maybe pursuing romantic relationships with people that are not very interested in me. I just did it, like, obviously I was aware of it, and people are like, this is a pattern, you need to work on it. Trash truck. I'm filming, please, thank you. Thank you. What was finally the straw that broke the camel's back? It wasn't a journal, it wasn't reading anything, it wasn't buying anything. It was feeling the weight that many times of, like, like the crushing weight of, like, I'm fucking waiting around for this person who isn't giving me the time of day, and then I just understood in my body I didn't want to do the thing that I was wanting to do for the past years, which was when they give you a crumb, you take it. Finally, I was like, fuck your crumb, fuck you. In this past year, since I've said I'm done working on myself, I'm done fucking journaling, I'm done reading stuff that's gonna take me more inside my own head and make me more self-obsessed, and I'm just gonna do the things that I feel like doing, even if I can't explain it. I have learned more and grown more in this past year than the past 4 years before, when I was obsessed with working on myself. Because working on myself meant I don't trust myself, I don't trust my instincts, I don't follow what I want to follow, and that's just no way to be a human. And I just want to say there's really a difference between learning a lesson in your brain and learning a lesson in your actual spirit, bones, nerves, whatever it is, where a situation comes to you that you've been in before, and you truly, nothing in you wants to revert back to that old person that you used to be. And I mean, I'm talking about relationships, but this is probably, like, people in the comments might be mad, the fucking 2 people that watch this, but, like, even something with, like, alcoholism or, like, drug addicts, it's like there are people that are so fixated on calling themselves an alcoholic or an addict that they're constantly relapsing, they don't understand it, and it's like sometimes there's people that just, like, they fucking get drunk enough times and it goes bad so many times that they finally wake up and they smell alcohol and they're like, nothing in me wants that anymore. Working on yourself, it's not thinking about yourself, it's not labeling yourself, it's not diagnosing yourself, it's not diving into your shadow, it's not knowing your Myers-Briggs, it's not knowing your rising sun and moon sign, it's not knowing your love language. None of that's working on yourself. All of those things are trying to sell you something. The only thing you can do to work on yourself is work on connecting with your inner voice and following it. I just want to say that when you start trusting your instincts or following yourself, people might say that you're self-sabotaging. They might say, wait, but babes, you've always wanted to be with a guy like this and now you have it and now you're unhappy. I think you're self-sabotaging because you have a feeling about yourself and you're afraid to be happy. It's like, no, you just don't like this guy. You know how rare true love is? People that are lucky maybe experienced it once in this life. Like, that is like a rare thing. And we're telling people that if you go to the gym, they're selling you something. They're selling you if you do these things and you work on yourself, then you can achieve true love. That's not what love's fucking about, bro. You fucking just know it when you see it, and it's rare. And you're working on yourself is not going to have you achieve that. Maybe you've been wanting this career, you've been working so hard, and then you finally get it, and then you're not fucking happy because that's not what you're supposed to want to do as a human, is build a career. That's not human nature. That is something that was sold to us. They're selling capitalism to us, the idea of capitalism, and we are fucking, down, okay, tube down the throat, just guzzling it, and like, oh my god, babe, no, listen to me. You have a bad self-image, and you tell yourself that you're not capable, and, like, you've been trying to work on app development for years, and you're finally here. You literally made this app so much more addictive, so many more people are addicted to it, the numbers are up, and you want to quit, babe, you're self-sabotaging. We're gonna put you on adrenaline, we're gonna put you on phenylephrine, and we're gonna go hit Pilates, 6 a.m., be in bed by 7, never go out with your friends, never go dancing, never do anything that makes you look weird, stand against the wall with your arms crossed. None of this is real. Stop working on yourself! Stop. I love you. Subscribe.